Detailed explanation of UV printer ink. Many bosses who use UV printers may not be very familiar with ink consumables. Because they do not understand it, they often prefer to use cheap inks. They may not have much to do with our universal printers at the beginning. However, over time, the print head will be blocked, which will eventually lead to the early end of life of the print head and need to be repurchased. So it is best to use the manufacturer's original consumable ink. Today, the Micolorprint UV printer manufacturer editor, and you will introduce the UV ink in detail from two aspects. First, classify pigment inks and dye inks by colorant. 1. What is pigment ink? Pigment ink is to grind solid pigments into very fine particles and suspends them in a special water solvent. It is completely different from the principle that dye ink penetrates into the medium to form color. It develops color by attaching color to the surface of the medium. Therefore, its advantage is that the pigment itself is waterproof, not easy to be decomposed by ultraviolet rays, has strong water resistance, and is also resistant to light, so it is suitable for outdoor use, such as advertising light boxes, etc. The disadvantage is that most pigment inks will be used because of this. Color remains on the surface, so even if it is printed on paper with a flat surface, it cannot print a glossy image, and the manufacturing cost of pigment ink is relatively high. 2. What is dye ink? Dye ink is a molecular-level, fully soluble ink. This ink is a complete composite solution. The probability of blocking the nozzle is very small. After printing, it is easy to be absorbed by the material, with bright colors and low cost. The disadvantage is that the water resistance is weak, and because the dye molecules are quickly decomposed under ultraviolet radiation, it is suitable for indoor use, such as tile background walls, glass sliding doors, etc. Its advantages are bright colors, distinct layers, and lower prices than pigment inks, so it is the first choice for printing pictures. Second, according to ink-based classification, water-based, non-water-based, phase change, reactive. 1. Water-based inks are mainly divided into solution inks, microemulsion inks, and diffusion inks according to their characteristics. 2. Non-water-based inks are mainly divided into oil-based inks and solvent-based inks according to their characteristics. 3. The phase change type is mainly divided into two types according to its characteristics: liquid to colloid and liquid to solid. 4. The reactive type is mainly UV curing type according to its characteristics, which does not contain volatile solvents and has good light resistance and water resistance after curing. Generally, it can be printed on ceramic tiles, glass, rubber, acrylic, and other items. But before curing, some of its monomers are prone to cause allergic reactions in some people. Therefore, when choosing UV ink, it is best to use the ink produced by the machine, which is not only guaranteed, but also prolongs the service life of the print head when used properly. Why not do it? If the print head is destroyed by saving a little money, then it's not worth the loss.